Right, good morning. How are we doing? So, this has been doing rounds around the media of late, so I thought I'd to look into this a bit more. A new study, this is from a newspaper article, not the researchers, by the way, said, as above, a low-fat, plant-based diet rich in soy is as effective as hormone replacement therapy for reducing hot flushes, which is a crazily massive statement. But we know from research before that they've looked at why do say in Asia there's less kind of hot flushes, like less incidence, if you like, or symptoms of hot flushes, and they've looked at maybe soy, omega-3 content, etc. But what does this study actually show? Well, what they did is they got women aged 40 to 65 in the study. They had to have moderate to severe hot flushes. Okay, so that was, I think it was 2 to 3 times at least a day. They would have to have a hot flush, and they would have to have been in menopause, post-menopause. Sorry, so like 10 years. Their last period, I think, was 10 years or so. So like well in on it. So, and they had to essentially be free of medication, so no medications to have a look at. And what they did is they put some people on this low-fat, high soybean plant-based diet, so lots of whole grains, legumes, very low fat, but they had to have half a cup of soybeans every day. Whereas the other group just literally were like, just eat as you like, just eat normally, basically. And what they did is they recorded their hot flushes, and they also recorded their quality of life. So just physical, mental, how they felt, that side of things as well. And after 12 weeks, the plant-based, the high soybean diet, they saw a 79% reduction in hot flushes. So bear in mind that this newspaper article said it's as effective as HRT. Just remember, this study did not compare HRT. They just compared someone doing their normal diet and someone doing this soybean plant-based diet. So the people on the soybean low-fat diet had 79% reduction in the hot flushes, which is really good. The severe hot flushes were down by 80%, I believe, if I'm off the top of my head, and their quality of life improved. But the thing is, they lost 3.5 kilos. So they lost 3.5 kilos in weight. Now, what they didn't account for was what happens if you don't lose weight. Because if you don't lose weight, would we have seen this impact? Now, another interesting thing is a lot of people ask, okay, what happened to the control? So the people who just did the same thing, like carried on with their diet, their total hot flushes were still down by 49%. So they still had benefits, even though they just carried on doing what they were doing. Their quality of life improved, but they actually gained weight, I think it was at 1 kilo, or half a kilo on average. Now, the interesting part of this is what can you actually conclude with this? Because the researchers actually looked at, the seasons changed at the time as well. So was that to do with it as well? Was that something to do with it that we need to be aware of, potentially? Like, if the seasons changed, was this underpinning the whole study? But what we can say from this is diet seems to, or potentially seems to, have an effect on hot flushes and potentially even quality of life. So a few things to consider is, was it the weight loss? So we know that these sorts of things can help. Was it the soybeans in themselves? But, there's a bit of evidence across as well. Could it have just been the fact that they had to eat a load more veggies in general? Could a diet with like these lots of vegetables, soybeans, plus omega-3, maybe like some salmon, be even better? What did the thing that, why did that other group get benefits as well? That's the interesting part. But these are questions to answer and ask. So I hope that helps, and just shed some light on it, that in essence, eating more vegetables, eating more plants, soybeans may have an impact. And at the end of the day, it's worth a try, right? Even if it doesn't impact that, think of all the other benefits of them. And that doesn't mean you have to go necessarily vegan or anything, but there's an indication there that actually much more plants in general, which we know already, but it's nice to know that potentially this could have an impact. But this could also help with weight loss, because this helped the weight loss group as well. So I hope that helps on there. Any questions on that, do let me know, and I will see you soon.